Okay guys, it's time to generate images with the Flux. The Flux model is a huge model and you actually need a pretty beefy machine in order to run the Flux locally. You need a lot of VRAM. So I recommend you something like 4090 for 24 gigs of VRAM, obviously 4080 with 16 gig of VRAM, or 4070 Ti that also has 16 gig of VRAM. Those cards are great in order to run the dev model of the Flux, and it's around 22 or 23 gigabyte of model, so you need to download that amount. The Flux already has a small version called Schnell. Dev and Schnell models are the local models. Pro 1.1, 1.1 Ultra are the API versions, so you need to buy subscriptions in order to run those three last models. But for the local generations, you have Dev and Schnell. Dev is the complete model. Schnell is a smaller version of that. There are a little bit of difference between generations of Dev model and the Schnell model. Of course, the Dev model generates much more realistic images for you. Flux in general tends to recognize your prompts much better than the SDXL or SD 1.5. I mean, it follows your prompts much better than those two models. So do we need at least a 4070 Ti in order to run the Flux? No. There are quantized models, there are like compressed models in order for you to run them on much normal systems, and they are actually faster. Even if you have 4090, the quantized model run faster than the normal dev model. And the difference between the quantized model and the dev model is actually so small, so you can go using the quantized model. So if you want to try the Flux itself, you can download it from Civit.ai. I put the link in the description below. If you still didn't install the ComfyUI, I've put the link to the video that I explained how to install ComfyUI and ComfyUI Manager. Go check that. I put the link on the top right corner of this video and in the description below. So if you're fine with the Flux itself, you can download it, and keep in mind, download it in your UNet folder. Go to your ComfyUI, Models, and UNet. If you remember, we downloaded the checkpoints for SDXL and SD 1.5 in the checkpoint folders, but download the Flux models in the UNet folder. But I'm going to explain the quantized models in this video because that's much more accessible to everybody. So let's go and install that. You can install the quantized model in this Hugging Face address. As you can see, Flux.1 dev gguf. That's a quantized model. You can see different types of quantized models, and I just installed this one. It's much heavier, but it's more complete than the other ones. Right click, save link as, go to your ComfyUI folder, models and UNet. Download it here. As you can see, I've already downloaded it. And this is the address for the Schnell version. It's still quantized, but the dev version generates better images. You can test both of them, but in my opinion, the dev version generates better images, but I put the link to the Schnell version in the description too. The next, what we need is to download the clip encoders and the VAE. In the SDXL version, in the Juggernaut SDXL, VAE and clip was combined into the model itself. So if you didn't watch that video, I put the link here. Go watch that video to generate images with SDXL. It's much faster than this one. And in that video, you see that VAE clip and the model itself are combined into one file. But for the Flux, we need to download the model separately, VAE and clip encoders separately too. From this address, you can download the clip encoders. We need to download the clip.l.savetensor because we need dual clip encoders for Flux. One of them should be the clip.l.savetensor. Download this and download it in the, let me show you, save link as, go to your ComfyUI folder, models, and in the clip, download it here. You can download one of these versions for the second clip encoders, but you can also download the quantized version of this encoder. So in this address, you can download the quantized version. As you can see, you can download F16 or F32 version, but you can download the quantized version too. Download, save link as, ComfyUI folder, models, and clip. And the last thing that we need is the VAE. Go to this address, and again, all these addresses are in the description below. Right click on the download, save link as, go to your ComfyUI folder, ComfyUI, models, and VAE. The name should be ae.savetensors. Download it too. Okay, we're ready to set up the workflow for Flux. So we are in the ComfyUI, go to the manager, update all, but don't restart. Go to the custom nodes manager. Here, type gguf and install ComfyUI guf. Click on the install of that. I already installed it. Then there should be a restart in the red down here. Click on that and your ComfyUI will be restarted. After the ComfyUI is booted up, we can start creating our Flux workflow. Double click, type guf gguf unit loader. Click and select your Flux quantized model. Double click again, dual clip loader gguf guf. Clip name 1, the clip underline L, and the clip 2 name, select the second clip encoder. In my case, it's the quantized one. And the type from STXL, put it to the Flux. Double click again, load VAE, and in the VAE, load ae.savetensors. Okay, next, add clip text encode, one for the positive, and connect the clip, one for the negative, positive, negative. Change the color to red to indicate that it's positive prompt, and this one to the negative to indicate the negative prompt. Although the Flux model don't do anything with the negative prompt, but still for the case sampler we need to have a negative prompt or a negative input to the case sampler. But the Flux model doesn't care about the negative prompt. So you can always leave that empty, and later when we connect it to the case sampler, we just collapse the negative prompt. Double click here and Flux guidance. Connect the positive conditioning, and from this case sampler, connect the model, the negative, right click and collapse because we don't need that. And for the latent image, double click, empty st3 latent image. Connect it to the latent image. Then from the latent of the case sampler, VAE decode, connect the VAE. Then from the image, save image. Okay, let's make it more compact. By the way, you can hold Control in order to drag a selection box and select multiple nodes, and by holding the Shift, you can move them together. Okay, nice. Let's check everything again. The model, the dual clip loaders, and the VAE. Prompt, guidance, and this should do it. We just need to change the case sampler settings. Steps 20 is good. CFG put it to 1 because Flux don't utilize the negative prompt. Sampler name DPM PP2M, and this scheduler to SGM Uniform. Okay, let's give it a prompt and just test it to see what it generates for us. Just hit Q prompt. As we know, the first time that models load, it takes the most time, and I will cut this part of the video and go to the result to save your time. Okay, the image is generated. As you can see, it follows my prompt pretty well. The only issue is a top-down view that it didn't achieve. Maybe because I said background, but that's fine. The image is actually looking pretty good, right? So this is the basic workflow for the Flux, and this is the settings that I like. You can obviously try changing a scheduler or sample name, but don't try to change CFG. You can try changing the steps and try changing the guidance to see what results you like the most. Okay, that's it for this video. If you liked the video, make sure to hit the like and subscribe to the channel. And until the next time, have a great day. Bye bye.